We just got back from seeing a movie about this guy.
And we'll be back with our non-spoiler review right after this.
Hi folks, welcome back to Pop Off Islam. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are here to give you our non-spoiler review for DC Comics, DC Universe. Not EU anymore, really, because they're kind of not doing that.
Thank
But
goodness.
for the new movie, Shazam.
Yay.
Not Captain Marvel.
No.
Check yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's
Shazam.
Legal stuff.
Yeah, that's all above our pay grade. But we are here to talk about them. Huh?
We're getting paid for this?
No.
Oh.
No, not us.
Not us.
We are here to tell you our non-spoiler thoughts about this film and give you our, possibly, our recommendation. We'll have to wait until the end of the video to find out for that. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. This is completely non-spoiler, so don't worry about that. We're not going to do any spoiler talk for this movie, so we're just going to give you our thoughts. And then you can, after you see the movie, you can jump down in the comments below and let us know what you think down there.
Yep.
All right, so Heidi, going into this, how much did you actually know about Shazam?
Just what you've told me.
Okay, which is probably confusing because as a comic book guy, I sometimes ramble at length about stuff.
This is a true story.
It is, and it's become one of those things where I never remember what I've told you, so I've probably repeated myself numerous times about numerous characters and all of that. So it's difficult to keep track of, but anyway, it's one of my many charms. So we're going to tell you what we thought. I did know quite a bit about the character. I wasn't sure kind of what era of this character we were going to land in for this movie. So that was some curiosity for me. And I'm not going to spoil that. I'm not going to say which era we land in there. But as someone who didn't really know or have a lot of history with the character, what did you think about the film?
Oh, I quite enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. It was, I mean, just from the trailers, we already, when we did our trailer reactions, I said it looks like a lot of fun, and I was not wrong. It was quite a bit of fun. It was definitely an enjoyable time. I didn't feel like I needed to know everything about everything in the comics to enjoy this movie, so that was really great. So that in itself what made it really fun, and I think for everybody who wants to go out and see it, just know that you don't have to know everything to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it pretty much stands on its own as far as the story itself. It's pretty simple. It is an origin story movie, which, I mean, makes sense given
that it's
the first one that we're getting. Yeah, and it's really, it's not that high of a concept sort of thing, so they just don't waste a lot of time with that. The parts of the origin that they spend time with is really just sort of to get us invested in the villain and the story and the heroes and all that stuff. So for us, I think whether you know much about the character or whether you don't, it's not going to feel like, why are they wasting time with this thing? I mean, it's a pretty fast pace. I mean, like, it wasn't an action movie, so don't expect that kind of pace, but I never felt bored. I never felt like it was too slow for me.
No.
Or anything like that. I got pretty much from this movie what I thought I was going to get, which is a superhero version of the movie Big. If you're a Tom Hanks fan, or you grew up in a certain era, Big was probably a large part or a big part of your childhood.
Or at least
that's
something that was known as part of your childhood.
Right. So that was something that I kind of expected, and that was the tone I was really hoping they would go for, because it made the most sense to me given the nature of the character. Happy to say that they did that well, I thought.
Yeah.
They didn't, I think you could have, just based on the trailers that we saw, and knowing that it was going to deal with a kid in foster care and all this stuff, they could have gone to schmaltzy,
or
too Hallmark movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or whatever.
Too sappy or whatever, yeah.
And I worried about that a little bit, but I'm really happy to say that they didn't really go in that direction. There's plenty of heart in this movie, no mistake, but it's not that schmaltzy, cheap kind of heart. I thought everything that they did here worked well.
No offense to Hallmark.
Right, but I mean, but you know what you're getting. When you sit down to watch a Hallmark movie, you know what you're getting.
This is true.
And that's why people go and watch. That's why people sit down and watch them. Nothing wrong with that. No judgment there. Not what I want in my superhero movie, though. And so I'm pleased to say that I thought they handled the heart of this, which there is some heart to it. They handled it well. I thought all the acting was on par.
Yeah, there was nobody.
Great.
Nobody looked like they were, phoning it in. Everybody just was kind of their characters, and it was great.
Yeah, I've long been of the opinion that Zachary Levi is a national treasure. I'm happy to say I'm still of that opinion. I liked him in this movie. It was, and I thought all the child actors in this film did a really good job with their roles as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is, sometimes iffy. I won't name any movies, but sometimes they're a little iffy. But yeah, I think Zachary Levi certainly stole the show in this film. He really brought his A game and made it a fun movie, but still gave us the superhero action and all of that stuff that we come to expect from these sorts of movies. So I feel like DC's on a good roll coming off of Aquaman into this. Yeah. I'm hearing good things about the upcoming Wonder Woman movie. I'm not sure when it's actually coming, but I'm hearing good things about it.
Yeah, it would seem, and if you watch this channel long enough, you know that I have a conspiracy theory with the tinfoil hat that there's some shadow figure in the WB that's screwing up Batman and Superman. But apparently this person is not interested in the lesser characters, and so Wonder Woman has been allowed to shine. Aquaman was a lot of fun, and Shazam was great. So, and
3 very different types of movies.
Yes, they did.
Which keeping them separate tends to help with.
I feel like they did a really great job with that, and I'm hoping that person is like somebody bound and gagged them and kept them from these. So
I personally like Heidi's tinfoil hat. It forces her to keep her head out of the microwave. It's all good. So yeah, those are our thoughts. Now, what we do normally when we end these things is we give you our grade for the film. And the way that we grade is we use our name, Pop Pop Fizzle. So if a movie is a fizzle, obviously that means don't waste your time, don't bother seeing it, don't spend your hard-earned lucre on that film. If it is a pop, a single pop, then it's definitely worth seeing, but maybe you don't need to see it on the big screen. Maybe wait until it hits Netflix or Redbox, neither of which are sponsors. And then if it's a double pop, that means stop what you're doing, go to the movie theater, get a big bucket of corn and a giant drink, and go see it now. So that's how we rate things. Heidi, given that scale, where does Shazam fall for you?
I definitely did want to go out and see it opening weekend, but unfortunately all of our schedule was screwed up for that weekend. So
that's not an uncommon occurrence around
here. That is
here.
Not an uncommon occurrence. We have solved that problem for Endgame. Just note that we'll be able to see that opening night. Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop. I would give this a solid pop and a half. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun to see on the big screen, just kind of the scale of everything. It wasn't like huge cityscapes and all that, but it was nice to see all of the scale of everything that was happening. Right. So, but if you don't really, I don't really think you're going to lose very much by seeing it on a small screen. So I kind of fall in between.
I'm going to go generous and go full double pop on this. And the reason I say that is because I think there's a lot of movies out right now that are, not the big blockbuster sort of franchises. There are a few that may qualify, but they've been out for a bit. And we're about to hit that big summer push, once we get Avengers Endgame. This is a nice movie to sort of slowly roll into that season for us. We had Captain Marvel, which certainly is still making money out there. Yeah. But I like this because it's got the superhero element. It's got the comedy element. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's family friendly. That's going to depend upon the age of your children.
Yeah, I'd go for like maybe 11 and up.
Yeah, there are some scary elements. There's definitely some language. So use your best judgment on that as far as your children are concerned. But I do feel like it's good counter programming to some of the other things that are out there. Maybe if you've already seen some Captain Marvel or some of the other big films that are out, maybe this would be a nice change of pace for you to get a few laughs in and to enjoy, again, another bright spot in the DC cinematic universe. It's not that. It's the DCEU, but I don't remember what the E stands for. Extended. Got it.
Even that's just...
Yeah, so extend some warm wishes to Shazam by throwing some money down and getting your ticket and going to see this as soon as you can. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a good time.
Yeah.
And I think you will too. So whether you see it now or whether you see it later by renting it, I think you won't be disappointed. You'll have a good time with it. I will say, because I don't think it's a spoiler, I know sometimes when you see these movies, you're not sure going in whether you need to stick around, whether they're going to be scenes in the credits or whatever. No spoilers for those, but I will say there is a mid and a end credit sequence, so don't leave too soon if you're interested in those. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this film, and we want to hear from you now. So you can do that by jumping down to the comments below. Let us know what you think down there. And if you like this video,
hit the thumbs up.
Consider I almost said Shazam, which would have been
that would have.
Yeah, thankfully we've got the you know.
Right. But you know.
Well, yeah. Okay. I'm at the lightning rod, you know. Nothing's gonna hit me. I can't transform in the house. So anyway, folks, the point is, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this video, because then you won't miss any of the other videos that we do or any of our idiocy that we regularly film and put in front of you. So if you're already subscribed, hit the bell icon. I think that'll give you a notification the next time we drop one. That way you won't miss anything. Until next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye.